Hi, so you're receiving this video if you've been interested in why 21 Day Fix paired with Shakeology works. And I'm just going to talk to you for a minute or two, probably, about why these are two essential pieces to put together. So first of all, when we want to lose weight, then the natural thing is to move into a calorie deficit. And when we move into a calorie deficit, with any program, it doesn't matter what program you do, 21 Day Fix is a great program for moving into that calorie deficit zone because it still keeps all your food groups balanced, and it calculates your macronutrients, and it calculates all the things that you need to have on a daily basis: your proteins, your fruits, your vegetables, your carbs, your good healthy fats, and so forth. But when we put ourselves into a calorie deficit mode, we also reduce the amount of nutrition we're taking in. For instance, if you were eating 3 apples a day and you're only eating 1 apple a day now, or you're eating 2 apples a day, you're getting less vitamins and different fiber and all sorts of different things out of the apple that you were by getting the 3rd one in your body. However, in order to lose weight, it's a necessary evil to take some of those things out of your diet and out of your day, and to heavily guard what you're putting in your body. And so I talk about a diet cycle, and this diet cycle is just this. So you start fresh and you start with a fervor and you're so excited and you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna kill it, I'm gonna cut my calories, I'm gonna put myself on this diet. And when you put yourself on this diet, what you're doing is you're decreasing the amount of nutrition in your day. And so when you decrease that nutrition in your day, you get yourself into a nutrient deficiency. Your body is all of a sudden like, wait a minute, I was used to getting 3 apples a day, and now I'm only getting 1.5 or whatever it is you're eating. And so your body has to try and adjust to all of these things. So you can go usually on a diet for about 10 to 14 days. And at about that point, your body starts to go into this like craving mode where you're like, oh my gosh, I need this or I need that. If you've decided to get rid of pop or sugar or salty foods or whatever it is, your body goes crazy. It's all of a sudden like, I need this. And sometimes you feel like you're out of control, like you can't even guard it. And most often people will say, I eat a little bit of sugar every single day because that helps me so I don't binge later. So let me tell you about why we get into those binges. And here's what it is. It is completely in your gut. It is totally your intestines. But it's not your intestines, it's the microbes that live in your intestines, which are the good and the bad bacteria that we have in there that help us digest our food, they help us process our food. They're very vital and important for our systems. But if we're eating, say, like a high salty or a high fat or a high sugar diet, whatever population your body utilizes to break down those foods and to digest those foods properly are going to overpopulate. So for me, for instance, I'm a sugar fiend. I love sugar, love desserts. When I eat more of that than I should, or more than one little sliver of wedding cake, how desserts used to be, that microbe population in my body has gone rampant. And so what happens is when I quit feeding that population and I quit eating desserts and sugars, I can do it for about 2 weeks before I go into this crazy craving mode. And often when we go into this crazy craving mode, we get tempted and we give in. So you give in and then you feel guilty. You feel totally guilty. And then it starts all over again. You're like pumped again, like, dang it, I hated that. I hated that I gave in, but I'm gonna go for it. Like, this time is gonna be different. I'm gonna change it this time. And so the piece that Shakeology plays in this puzzle is that Shakeology has pre and probiotics that help to neutralize all those populations of the microbes in your gut. It kills off a population that's overproduced, and it rebuilds populations that your body needs, and it helps you get back to a stabilized, a more stabilized system. Maybe you want to call it pH balanced or whatever the case may be, but really what's happening is that Shakeology is fixing your system. It's allowing your body to repair itself. It's allowing the microbes, the good and the bad bacteria, to repair themselves. And so we say that Shakeology curbs cravings. Well, Shakeology doesn't really curb cravings. There's nothing in Shakeology that tells your mind you don't need to eat. What it's doing is normalizing those populations. So Shakeology is an absolute must piece to this thing we call diet. And I'm not even going to use the word diet after this. We're going to talk about this as a nutrition plan, because in order to be healthy, we need to eat healthy. And that just doesn't happen for 6 months or for 3 months. This needs to happen for our whole lives. So that's my explanation of why you need the 3 pieces together. Have a good day.